Alright, kiddos. Looks like we got the 3.2 release out now, which is great. It means that we can set it up so that we can actually uncover, hopefully, some more of this map. But it doesn't look... Oh, look at that, though. We got a nice dendro hypostasis over here, which is nice. Man, I thought there was definitely going to be some more map that was coming undone. But it doesn't look like it. Thought for sure this piece over here would be opening up. Which of course doesn't make sense because it was still saying that I'm at 60% of the total land explored. Maybe it opens up after you do a couple of the quests or something. Let's find out. Alright, so first of all we're going to check out the different available now. We got some Abyssal Moon Spire rewards. If you can add some extra stuff on. We got the hypostasis, as we mentioned. We got Nahida's story quest, which we can do, which is kind of cool. Oh, and looks like maybe even Nahida herself. That would be super cool. And then we're gonna have the main bad guy that's part of Sumeru to finish off the Sumeru area. And then we got a Nahida test run, which is kind of nice. We've got a test run for Yoimiya. Hopefully she'll be on a banner this time. We'll check those out next. Razor, don't really care about. And Bennett, don't really care about. Alright, so let's check out and see what kind of banners we got going on. We got Nahida banner, which is super great. Let's see what kind of details we're getting on this. So we have Nahida getting a 50% drop on her, as with all of the new banners when they come out. She's going to be Dendro. Looks like probably a Catalyst user, but let's find out. 5-star character as well as a 4-star Razor, of course. Noelle and Bennett are all part of this particular banner. Moongrass Enlightenment. Alright. And so we have Nahida with an up. We have Tighnari on this banner as well, which is great. I'd like to get a couple more constellations for him. I'd really love to get a Yelan on one of these banners too. But nope. Looks like fairly general, except for the new, probably the new weapon specifically for Nahida. And we have a Yoimiya banner. That's great. I might actually want to hit that one more than the Nahida banner. And let's see what kind of level 10 items that we have here. Yep. So this guy is a Catalyst. So Nahida is a Catalyst user for Dendro. 1,000 Knights. So she'll be the first Catalyst user for Dendro. And a level 5. Thundering Pulse. Crit damage. It's a bow user though, and that's looks more like an official weapon than anything else. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Of course, for the Catalyst thing, but not that I may even hit that banner. And then in our normal banner, we've got Kiki, which is nice, and Cakewing as well, which is nice. Let's see what kind of details we're getting on this particular banner. List of items. Tighnari's on the regular banner too. The Amos bow is on the regular banner, which I like. Ooh, the Wolf's Gravestone on the regular banner. That's cool. Characters. Don't think we're going to see Yelan over here, but again, I would love to see Yelan. Sacrificial bow, Fruonius bow, but not her bow. It was so interesting what they've done with Yelan. I don't think she was on any banner other than her own banner when she first came out. She may have been on the banner following it, but I didn't notice. and her weapon has definitely not been on another banner since she came out either. So that's kind of annoying. So those are the banners for the new 3.2, and
once there was a glorious kingdom established among the heavens. From that kingdom came a crowned heir, tasked with seeking out the Genesis Pearl from the kingdom.
Don't really care about that. Yep, same weapons that they've been having on it for a minute. Alright, I really like these, which is great. Go ahead and grab our login claim. I'm going to unlock this right now. I always go with the choir because I want the absolute top, and I won't be doing this while you guys are watching. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put y'all on the be back, so I'll be back right here in a second. Boop. There we go, back into the stream. Alright. And when you get the, when you unlock the NSSM, of course it gives you the first 10 right off the bat. It's nice to have those built up for when you get the character that they have in the banner. Go ahead and hit transit. I've been missing some of those lately. I just love that sound. You guys probably think that's annoying, like hearing it so often, but if it could just keep coming up and going boom, 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 I would love all of that. Alright, now the reason why I chose Guide to Admission, by the way, or Admonition, is because it's good for both Tighnari's talents as well as Cyno's talents. So if you're playing to upgrade the new lightning character Cyno, or if you are pop 12 already, or if you are still trying to upgrade Tighnari, then you know, you're gonna want those. I'm using both actually. Alright, so that guy's expired. Too bad, whatever it was. Let's go ahead and use this. Go ahead and use this. I've only got a couple of these, but we're building up a nice little base of these guys here, which is great. You know what I haven't done in a minute is actually visited my teapot. I'm gonna have to do that here pretty quick, but let's see if we can find out what's up with the quests. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and knock out these dailies really quick. We'll knock out the dailies, then we'll worry about that. Probably could have just teleported up where he is, but I didn't know where he was, so... Oh, he's up there. Thanks for your help last time. Glad to help. He wants to do some more stuff. They always want to do more stuff. Can you model for me? What does card game have to do with battle skills? Is he gonna let me kill something this time? Go to the spot on the photo. Looks like we're killing stuff. That'd be nice. Nope, can't teleport there. Let's go here. Or not. I think it might be. Yep. Nope.
Take it easy.
We zoom in. Duh. I do forget that sometimes. slimes. Let's go ahead and kill the slimes. Yeah.
Quiet.
Reveal thyself.
See?
I'm excited about it. That's great. Not that much interested in a card game, to be honest with you. Around here, let's see. Spreading evil. They're always spreading evil. That nuts just laying all over the place. Owls on the way. Bouncing around the old mushrooms. Routine. They really need to come up with a couple of more, at least a couple of more daily quests. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been literally the same 3 almost this entire thing. You know what I mean? And as fun as it is to jump up on these guys, it would be way more fun if they had something other than just these. Ah, I counted wrong. I hate when I count wrong. Doing the bouncy bounce. Now we got the Operation Gradient. At least it's different. That one's a little bit funner than chasing the little blue bubble guy around, but not by much, to be honest.
Take it easy.
So for this one, I just grab all the mushrooms, I do all of it, and then I come over here. And then there's going to be one where you can gather up some other stuff as well. I gather up everything, you got plenty of time. Here you can gather up these guys. quick, and then we can get started on the quests for 3.2. I like the quests. The quests are my favorite part of the game. I don't know about everybody else, but
Ad
that's what
Astra
really
Abyss.
keeps me interested in playing.
Thank you for completing.
And I like the fact that Genshin updates it all the time. The story quests, not so much, because you're literally just trying to do the same thing differently over and over again, so yeah, I don't get it. That's not that fun for me. The regular quests, I really enjoy those. So. Alright, here we go. Akasha Pulses, the Kulpa Flame Rises. So, we're gonna meet with Kiss in the desert, probably. It's another reason why I really like Yelan. Could have just come straight down.
We're here!
We're here!
Has everyone arrived?
Everyone is already waiting inside.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's do.
Please, wait a moment. Before attending the meeting, I hope
What do you need?
promise me that you won't commit to anything too reckless.
What
I
do
like
you
the fact she
think?
has two colored eyes.
Okay.
That's cool. Different colors. You're not allowed to commit to reckless things. Although we always commit to reckless things. So.
Grandma, is King Deshret really gonna come back from the dead?
Oh, of course not. It's all a bunch of nonsense.
Everyone's here so early! But why isn't anybody talking?
We already discussed things a bit.
Hey, where have you been? I've missed you.
Are you ready?
Are
Very well.
you sure this is gonna
notice
work?
they never include us in their plan till like later.
I gotta admit,
We never get
it's
to
bold.
choose.
Color me in.
The point of discussion is to arrive at a solution. Let's cut.
You're making Paimon your.
You're finally done.
I have some other stuff to take care of. Come on, don't give me that face.
That's what I wanted to hear. Well, traveler, Paimon, judging from your expressions, the meeting must have been quite productive.
You can tell?
I'm not that good at scheming or strategy, but I can sense people's emotions. And based on your reaction,
Paimon's a little worried.
to be honest, I feel the same. Your deeds speak for the...
Candace gave us a compliment. How
I'm
nice.
very glad to hear that. I've said the same thing to only when you're safe can the plan be successful. You're welcome. Good luck. With everything.
Yeah, I notice you're here praying while we're doing all the work. I prefer you be helping doing the work. Come on, get the nut. Where's the other nut? There it is. I need the Okay. Where? We're chatting with other folks.
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'll hit them!
All hit on.
Have you finished saying your goodbyes?
Yeah!
Why, you think we're dying?
Candace.
Yes, she did. But I think my point also bears repeating. Our plan is not child's play. We won't be able to achieve anything if we're simply careful. I hope this is clear to you.
Huh? Shouldn't you be saying something?
Didn't we already do that during the meet?
You can never have enough words of
In that case, Candace can
You
cuddle
can
you to your
never
heart's
have
content
enough
while I can. We all have our jobs to
words
do
of
after all.
encouragement.
Of course. But the advantage. Just think about that mercenary who lost his mind.
Yeah.
Well,
Get on with
I'm
it.
not
Let's
like
go, let's
this
go, let's
guy.
go. Enough with the fucking
Do you
small talk.
remember the record we saw in the King Deshret ruins?
No.
You have a good forbidden knowledge, I think. But the academy, come to think of it,
Guys,
the Withering,
the conversation
Elazar,
is the part that drives
and
me
the
absolutely
sandstorms.
crazy. Y'all probably love it for the lore,
Don't you
and y'all
think
are
what
like
is
all
happening
lore based,
right-
but I'm definitely not that
At
guy.
least, wait a second.
You,
But if that's the case,
I like the
Wait.
puzzles.
why do you think Lesser Lord Kusanali would have a solution?
you mean it's related to this?
In that, to make sure we're still on track, I would like to check on the state of some of our prep
Where are we going?
to an Aramite base.
Aramite beast. Do I get to kill some Aramites? That'd be nice. Probably not, though. And that guy tried to run away. Ha. Alright,
Take it easy.
there's a stargazer. Lowest team? Didn't know about that before.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Oh, you made it.
Huh? What are they doing?
I gave them some technical.
Ah, it's the scribe. And is that the traveler I see?
How's the work going?
Ah, yes! We have fixed the devices according to your instructions. One of them is already ready for use, while the others are still under repair.
Aren't those devices for can knowledge extraction? What are you doing with those?
Look here.
Huh? More can knowledge? Are you going to put more weird stuff into his head again?
What's that look on your face? Are you scared?
Paimon's a little scared, but very, very furious.
That's an interesting response. Anyway, we're not going to use this just yet. As I mentioned during the meeting, this knowledge capsule contains a decree I drew up in the past. The academia should also have their own copy. And according to the plan we just came up with, Traveler, I want you to record something into this capsule. Do you believe we can save Lesser Lord Kusanali? Good. Conviction is the most now. Please get ready and put on this device.
You want us to record our conviction?
Yes,
Paimon is still...
I understand. But trust me, Paimon, this is something we have to do. Because, to achieve this impossible task, it sounds like you'll need to fool your own heart.
Paimon can see the point you're trying to make.
Imagine this. We have orchestrated our plan and successfully rescued Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything went without a hitch, and everyone recognizes. Now, open your eyes. Here,
What's this?
read it out loud. It's done.
Is your head okay? Does anything hurt?
It's just a recording. There should be no.
But what was the point of doing...
And that's perfectly fine. In any case, these capsules are.
Huh?
Have you forgotten? Our plan needs to account for those who have long relied on. You may find it hard to believe, but for those people, everything the Akasha transmits to them is not. Imagine if you've been using a device like the Akasha since the day you were born, and this device has after all that time. What do you think you'd become?
A fool?
A slave to orders. And that's why rules are so important. In addition, those who understand the rules can delineate boundaries.
But why would...
You could say that those kinds of ambiguous zones can be very interesting.
Things you're interested in are really out there.
Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. I'm going to take those two to work on some small projects.
Small project?
We're going to tinker with the Akasha terminal and make a few
modifications. Alright, where are we headed? Back up to the caravan. Rebot. Caravan Rebot.
This blinding sunlight is such a pain.
I thought we agreed on a plan. How can you go back on your...
The plan is too radical and carries a high risk for casualties.
But it's still the best plan we have. As a former Matra...
I did. And that's how I saw the danger behind these so-called advantages.
Huh? Why are you guys arguing?
My friend, you're just in time. Why don't...
We agreed to work out a plan at the meeting. As mercenaries, you're familiar with the local environment. So you'll take care of the... Had I known Al-Haytham would give you those kinds of suggestions...
Look, you already know that we're all on the same side here.
Mercenaries place a lot of importance on their bonds of friendship, but also will not hesitate to...
Seems you really do understand.
Traveler, Paimon. This is all... Rahman's plan is to have me work with the Caravan Reebok guards in my capacity as a Matra. We will arrest the mercenaries and...
Wait! How can we...
We can't get through that wall easily, remember? Caravan Rebot would never let so many... My plan will clear us of any possible suspicion, and also let us...
That also sounds like something Al-Haytham...
Doesn't Al-Haytham know how dangerous this...
Of course he does. He told me. He also said that with the help of Sino and the Traveler, I never blindly trust anyone, and I've always had a good eye for people.
If I make the arrests alone, I can control myself and prevent you from getting hurt. But I can't guarantee to make the whole thing more convincing. You'll need to resist to some degree. I'm okay with the deaths of enemies. But now that we're allies...
I can't believe a Matra would actually care about us. I've lived a hard life, and I can...
I've always treated my allies with honesty and respect.
Now you're making this hard for me.
Hey, is there something we can do to help? We can help fight some of the mercenaries, which should reduce the number of times you'll have to struggle directly with the guards. That should help at least a little bit.
Sino, on behalf of... We have no fear of casualties, because we crave the sport...
Well, now that you've put it that... But remember, you need to follow the plan and not do anything reckless, since you and I both recognize the significance of this operation. There should be no more animosity.
Okay, you...
The guard should be stationed in the courtyard nearby. You can find them there. Guards!
General Mahamatra! To what do we owe the honor?
Keep your voice down. This is a secret operation. I'm going to arrest a large criminal gang near this location. According to the Academia's Guide and Regulations on Secret Operations, I have the right to ask for the...
Ah, of course, of course. Mahamatra Sino's order is the Academia's order. But who exactly are you planning to arrest, and how many people are you expecting? Depending on the skill...
They're a squad of Eremites whose number is comparable to Ain el Akhmar in Port Ormos. They're involved in the theft and resale of...
As many as Ain el Akhmar? This should definitely...
Then I suggest that you report this to your superiors as soon as possible. And...
Got it! Please wait a moment, I'll contact them immediately.
Because this is work. Because I trust...
Paimon can't believe you're still in the mood to chat. Aren't you even a little worried? Even if that guard doesn't know,
We discussed it.
The Caravan Rebot operation is of great importance. But don't worry, the guards there shouldn't know that Sino is...
How can you be so sure?
First, the other Matra still don't know why Sino has left, which proves that the Academia has been covering up.
Second, this is a crucial moment for the Academia's God creation plan. No matter how you look at it, they don't seem interested.
A reasonable inference.
Which brings us to our next issue. I'm sure some of you have been wondering if the prediction function...
The Akasha is still in operation, so I must actually. Considering the power of the Akasha...
I've given that a lot of thought. If you remember, when you first came to Aru Village, all your actions and routes were predicted by the Akasha. It even gave that information to those who kidnapped the village. But things like that never happened again after we met up with the Traveler.
That's true. But why?
Look at it from a different angle. Why do you think the Akasha...
Because my personal data has been entered into the Akasha.
That's true, but the key to this question is, how well... Haven't you ever thought about it? Just how can it do this in the first place?
Because the Akasha controls the entirety of
The Academia firmly believes that all human actions can be
By sorting and analyzing entered data, the Akasha can derive behavioral logic and predict the actions of those who fit in existing logic. However, at the risk of sounding like an advocate for fallacies, can everyone truly be considered? Emotions are part of our behavioral logic. But can you guarantee that every experience of the same joy or pain would be equally intense? How can our feelings and opinions be... Sino, in the past, you've always worked alone. In the absence of another person who could sway, decisive and principled, you were used to solving problems alone. That's why the Akasha could figure you out. But now, you've joined a team. And our thoughts and logic have intermingled and weaved themselves together to become a complicated, chaotic mess. Any one of us... The Akasha lacks data on these interactions, and it's impossible for it to predict your actions in the future based on your decisions in the past. After all, there's probably a limit to just how much... So, in my opinion...
Makes sense to me.
I guess there are things that even the Akasha cannot calculate, and people will not be forever trapped.
Paimon...
Next time, pay attention during our... Just remember to stick...
Footsteps!
General Mahamatra, we were not expecting your presence here. I'm the security officer of the Grand Deshret Desert...
This is my assistant, the Traveler. He will be working with me.
Beep! Construct, beep!
What a great honor to meet you. Your golden hair is as bright as the sun.
Have you made a decision regarding the matter I'm...
It seems to be a dire situation, so of course you will have our full cooperation.
There's no need for flattery.
Yes.
Take your most elite platoon and follow me to the eastern side of...
Understood.
Matt...
Hurry! Bring the...
In 2 days, we will engage Rahman's air mine. Any questions about the time or location?
None at all, sir.
Good. See you then.
Yes, sir.
Maybe hanging around the General Mahamatra isn't so bad after all. Everyone's so respectful towards us.
This is all due to get ready.
Wait until the appointed time. Do I really want to wait until the time? And what's the point of having a wait to the appointed time thing anyway? Because they created a time thing and they want to use it? Like... The day after tomorrow. anytime the word tomorrow is in a movie, I've always found it to be a pretty decent movie. I like Tomorrow When the War Began. That was a great movie. I really liked it a lot. I really like the main character too. She's super cute. And then the movie with Tom Cruise about tomorrow. That was a good movie. I like that too. What do we got up here? Name card. What name card? The Fungus Land. Oh, we've got a whole new fungus. Oh, that's the BP report card. That's nice. Okay.
Time for the operation! What?
East side of the desert. Looks like I can go here. Cut that one off a little early so I would have time to get my stuff back before we met in case I had to kill anybody.
Look! Over there! Our helpers have arrived already! Let's hurry over!
I want to bet these aren't helpers.
Wait a moment.
Ah! Oh, it's you!
You're my assistant, remember? Being my assistant, you must stay with me.
It's General Mahamatra and his assistants.
We meet again.
We meet again for the first
You're here
time, for the
early.
last time.
It's to show how important we think the operation is. Since this is a big case for the Academia, we are prepared to give it our best.
I'm glad to hear your sense of resolve. Remember, they are our only leads for the case.
Understood.
Everyone! The Eremites are approaching from the west!
Make preparations and be ready for combat.
So their elite unit's only like 5 guys.
Halt!
Or 4
Oh?
guys.
What a warm welcome! What do you want? Judging from those shiny weapons in your hand.
Rahman, the Academia has caught wind.
Who are you supposed to be?
I'm not here to talk.
Oh, nobody's given me this much time. Brothers!
On, reveal thyself!
Oh, there's more.
Gotcha.
Really
Quiet.
Like we're only 3.
It's over.
And we've won!
We have subdued them. The operation is now over. All Eremite mercenaries and related personnel in the air.
Ah, you pitiful dendro arch.
I'm afraid.
King Deshret will come.
Silence!
Oh!
Restrain them and take them back to Caravan.
Yes, sir!
Restrain them.
Mahamatra Sino. I will now take my leave.
Understood. You are dismissed.
There they go.
Let's talk elsewhere.
Let's talk somewhere where, you know, they can't overhear us. Like 2 feet away.
This part of the plan went really well.
Yes.
That's fantastic! And that punch you gave Rahman there?
Once we're done here, I'll return to Caravan Re.
Yeah, you're...
Go join up with her.
Speaking of which, is it really okay for us not to share the full plan with Tainari? What if he'll feel miffed?
I have a very close relationship with Tainari. Given how well we know each other, if we need help, get ready for the next.
Tainari's already helping you, bro. You got him right here in my... As by a god's side. Caravan Rabu. Go do it.
Take it easy.
Dia! We're here!
It's about time. Didn't you say our part of the plan is the most important of all? And here you come rolling in late. In the time it took you to get here, I already did 5 laps around the place, downed 7 drinks, and even did some clothes shopping.
Sorry. We didn't mean to keep you waiting.
I just wanted to fix your attitude and rub it in a little. After all, you took your sweet time getting here, and we've got important stuff to take care of.
This guy doesn't talk at all.
I just like seeing that. All joking aside, I'm glad you're here. Our responsibility is to get a status update on the Fatui Harbinger known as the Doctor. Dealing with an institution that controls all of Sumeru is already hard enough. If the Doctor were to crash the party, it would be next to impossible.
Yeah, we sure don't want him chewing.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Pardis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all Hatham and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure. So, we'll find the sages have placed spies everywhere. That's certainly true. How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say?
And show your
I haven't seen you smiling much recently. Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less looking good. There are many kinds. Let's go.
Should have showed him smiling. Should have shown her break out a camera and take a picture of us. Like, that would have been funny. But no. Get out of the way. Alright. And we select our Tainari.
He's over there! Let's go say hi! Tainari!
Tainari!
Ah, Traveler, Paimon.
Hey there.
This is our friend Tia. She's an Aramite mercenary.
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
Yes, you're looking a little foxy today.
It's something really important. Please help.
All right, then follow.
Come with me so that we can get out of earshot.
This place is better. We won't be disturbed. Okay, what is this important thing you want to ask me? The Doctor.
He's that strange-looking Fatui Harbinger with the
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left party.
He left already?
Yeah, he came looking for me.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met. But for now, all we can share with you is that...
Sino, you say? I see. So that's why... Okay. I will answer your questions and will assist...
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even a...
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you, the Traveler, and Sino, none of you strike... You don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away with him.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he...
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent. So you mean...
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. To that end, let me ask, have you been taking care of a scholar by the name of...
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you recruited many informants.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking...
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take Hypatia to Snezhnaya.
No, I'll be Michael.
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient.
Oh? I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me.
Why not?
To the point of
You're
even questioning my general level of knowledge.
Well, you're the only one who's ever made such a request.
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that under my care, I will personally supervise her treatment.
Hypatia was born in Sumeru, and transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person, your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass.
Good going, Tainari. Tell him to shove off.
I don't know much about the Doctor, but after talking with him, I realized that Just like many other, it's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's so confident in himself. I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see him just give...
That's because he plans on stealing her.
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect sense. You're still young, but already quite stubborn. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today. What with her most Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and gifted scholar. And that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Yes, and your comeuppance is coming soon. Coming soon to the theater near you. I'm going to turn you into a
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm not... He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack...
I can barely believe it myself.
I don't think I missed any details.
Sorry, we can't...
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest, recently my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return to the...
Hasn't he already asked you several times?
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. 1 dot means that he wrote the letter on a sunny day, and 3 dots... This has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't find any dots in his recent...
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would like me, someone already working at the Academia, to...
I'd like to ask you to do that for me. If you can keep yourself safe.
I can do that. But I have a feeling the Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it is. If the higher-ups really are hiding something, then it will... If the situation becomes critical, I'll leave the Academia.
All right. We've got a plan. I'll stay at good...
If that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra
I must say, I didn't expect a warning.
Being loyal to the Academia doesn't mean blindly doing what... On that note, aren't you...
The Academia, yes, but my master is a man of integrity. I suppose he's lucky to have lasted so long.
I see. So you know...
This may well be how Sino became involved. Also, if you run into Sino again, please help me pass... I think this may be something he needs...
Okay, we'll find it...
Thanks.
Right. Oh, by the way.
That way.
Gotcha.
Let's go
Thanks
catch
so
up.
much.
Yeah,
we'll be on our way.
I definitely want to catch up.
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the doctor was actually... He also said that he'll take care of everything just to be safe. Let's chase him and...
But we have no idea...
We'll do it the mercenary way.
We'll follow the lead.
That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces. Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is. Yep, we're headed in the right direction. The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought.
You're not sharing information. Wonder if we run into the Tui? I see the Tui.
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos, which seems...
Port Ormos? They're going to...
That's right. Let's go to the port and have a...
We're going to Port Ormuz to get away by a ship. I don't know what it is.
Take it easy.
look,
Quesadilla's tracking
The
skill seems we
Patooey.
found the right place.
Shh! Don't drop. The port is crawling.
Let's keep going and...
Why don't we just attack all the Patooey soldiers?
Now, this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
In the ship, huh?
This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Huh? Is he waving at him?
It's time to say good...
Wait, is he...
You mean...
And where are all the soldiers we saw in the port?
They were all here just a few minutes ago.
So this was a trap.
Oh, good.
Wait, don't...
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get...
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't.
Oh no!
Let's go!
Return to Perdasia as quickly as possible. Well, not sure you can get much quicker than that. Wanna bet she's already gone?
Paradis Di is not a place you Fatui can just show up and do as you please.
Tainari.
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to—
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our research, much less an ordinary— I've done my duty to inform you. Don't—
It would seem that my words have fallen on— You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Paradis Di—
With all due respect, you're based—
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. I may be staying at Paradis Di as a scholar. It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholar.
Then it seems our conversation—
No one will lay a hand on you, Hypatia. Not on—
Not all that way.
Are you alright?
Fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Molested.
Midnight. Can't see?
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia! Keep training! Doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now!
Leaving so soon!
Let's nip that in the bud.
Prepare yourself!
You can't run!
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to Hypatia.
Got it! Hypatia's still here. Well, how is she? Oh, that's good.
Is she?
So, you think this is over?
It's the Balladeer.
What? The Balladeer?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, wait.
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Paradis Di. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect.
Who are you talking to?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed you. I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final— Do you understand? Even if you manage to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me.
We'll see.
Is it wise to force that child? Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. But this also shows that humanity's worship of God— Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words all— But you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. All I had recorded— Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me,
Just what I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. You know, it'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were, she peered into my consciousness and saw all gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No, man. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first. How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that the doctor has never known his place? Even now, you're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be.
Paimon, here's Thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see was the Balladeer? Oh, he sure chatted with you for a... where is the storm headed? That means anyone outside is in danger! Oh! Have the Fatui retreated? Hey!
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen Eremites get struck by lightning before.
Struck by lightning?
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. The lightning started attacking everyone. Luckily, there were only 2 of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. Why are you sorry? My wound aside...
Hey, didn't I tell you not to move?
Just in case. Thank goodness she's fine.
Hey, how about taking care of yourself first?
I understand my condition. The wound is not fatal. I'll be all right.
Ugh. The more you understand medicine, the worse of a patient you become.
I know. They always think they can push through the pain.
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit. Sorry, Traveler. Now you may start.
You recount everything from the meeting. Yay.
So that's what you were talking to the Balladeer about? Oh, Paimon can't believe what he's thinking.
The Academia's God creation plan. How ridiculous.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway,
Kind of
this
funny
is
they
all
want to make
way
a
beyond
lightning
me.
god. We already got a lightning god.
As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my
How
hand,
about a
tasty
nice
food in
dendro
my
god?
stomach, and a good night's rest, that's enough. I'll only work when I have to. I must be the least ambitious person who's ever set foot in Party SDI.
Don't say that. I haven't even thanked you for your help back there.
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter to attend to and left Sumeru in a hurry.
And I have a theory. I think the Balladeer is the reason why the doctor is targeting Hypatia.
Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the Balladeer.
You said the Balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his path.
Have you noticed? The Balladeer is not happy with the doctor's actions.
So, if the doctor was to show up again...
Based on what the Traveler has said, I think he would. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan.
Yay! That's a big...
Thank you for the help, Tainari.
And I didn't even
Make
get
sure
to
you
fighting. That's annoying.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Let's continue to keep a low profile.
Just gonna grab these here. Take one of those. Get a couple of them over here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Take one more. That it?
This blinding sunlight is such a pain.
You can just focus on your... My wound isn't...
Focus on your plane. Don't be an idiot. Because every time you turn around, you're gonna get a squid. 1900. We have an achievement. How about that? Sino, do his job. Nothing down here though. Wrong thing. That's very bizarring.
All right, everyone is here.
How did everything go?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal. In addition...
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit...
Who was behind it?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something... So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also,
Good.
Oh, Tainari also asked us to tell you this...
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremite should have to avoid alerting the quarry.
I can't believe you actually got so many
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave...
It appears to have been very effective. I'm glad to hear it. Well, is that everything? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.
Yeah, because by the way, the Grand Bazaar...
you mean that's it?
All of us meeting together,
Well,
that's not
what
suspicious.
else is there to discuss?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement?
Personally...
I'll hate them.
Oh, and if... So you should find someone more
But I thought all of you academics...
Then I should remind you that I'm...
I know that.
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either.
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right.
Yeah! Say something to boost morale!
Huh? What are you all doing here?
Oh, it's Nilu!
Hey, everyone. I'm
Not at all. I was actually just about...
judging from... But you also look like you're up to no good.
Welcome, Nilu.
Huh? Join? You mean... You also...
Yes. Something... Nilu. Are there any breaks in your performance schedule in the...
Huh? Wait, you're... I can't... Oh, right. The Traveler. But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yeah.
Remember.
How about we get help from Lesser Lord Kusanali? That'd be
Just
nice.
remember not to say too much.
Yep.
All the preparations are done.
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super...
Well said.
Huh?
Oh,
Alright, let's all go.
Okay.
Yep, good night.
Wait until tomorrow at 8 a.m. I knew it! It cracked me up. This whole stupid quest is about waiting to the next one. Stupid. No, none of us got any sleep. We were all sitting here waiting for tomorrow at 8 a.m. Oh look, 555. How about that? Almost at 56 instead of 55.
There's the Academia's near Garbahad.
Ah, we're going to the Academia finally. How about that?
hello, you two. Sleep.
Not real. What about you all?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After.
You just wanna...
It's crucial to dissipate any.
The only thing you're doing is being...
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again?
Not really. Just show me who to kill.
Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone, many restricted commit.
You know...
That isn't something 500
But his
years.
office is going to be the one that we
Don't
go
forget,
up on that,
the sages and
that
poor
round
act all the
platform,
Darshans when the
guaranteed.
Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process. Well, yes, if precedence hold.
Everyone should be in position.
Let's go. Yes.
Let's just go. Ride the elevator. Open sesame. Ooh, maybe we'll get arrested on sight.
Scribe? Please, wait. Are you...
That's me. Is something.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that this... And, also... Please don't bring outside guests into the Academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned third...
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed a greater Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return and the reason they're here should...
Is that so? The sages search for you. So, from the start, the sages were...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've...
As I expected.
It's nothing.
He's
All
an
right.
idiot. What was the point of the conversation there, by the way? Like, is there a reason why we got held up there for no absolute reason?
What the heck just happened?
I'm afraid I don't know either.
You have no idea.
Mm-hmm. He convinced himself of... That is the so-called pride of a scholar. Nowadays, the Academia is rampant.
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with...
We shouldn't waste any more...
Unnecessary interaction. Open sesame.
Is this the Academia's library?
As if we haven't been in here 100
Indeed. Known as the...
There are
The Academia marches just at now.
Hide for now and wait for the opportunity.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use.
Are we gonna take it then? The Grand...
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we won't run into the great...
Darn it, I wanted to go up the lift. I've been waiting to go up that lift since the very
Think
first
the
day
Grand
Sumeru
Sage will
came out.
exit, and after he does, we'd sneak.
Who knows?
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind.
Busted. Ooh, and all the people too.
Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious of you. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts.
Great Sage. I didn't expect you to care so much about—
I'm sure. But compared to you, I am far more interested. It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do apologize. Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some perfunctory excuse. The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
Oh, look, we're riding the elevator and we don't even get to see it. That's annoying.
This place is crawling with guards.
Good.
There's no way out for us.
All right,
Sure there
then,
are. Kill all the
traveler.
guards.
What did you... Today is Niagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to... You seem to know quite a bit. If that
I
is
know
so,
everything about your
then you should be praising our great work.
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, creating a god. Yes, if humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall regain
sir, are
even
an
Ermin's
idiot.
soul for our nation of scholars. This is the ultimate aspiration. You will never understand the rapture of having a god be born within your very hands. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses you. Care for the people? Fend off. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have. The ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the... With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suristhana. So
What a pathetic justification. Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to call themselves gods?
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are— not only are they acting against the Academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars astray. Looks like they're real—
I'll hate them.
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered. But oh, that reminds me. Here's the investigation report. It's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. In a raid—
I'll hate them? So we finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with as it is Niagarbaha Day. I'll enter the information on you into the
We'll be monitored.
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's greatest penalty for Are you not familiar with the concept that great... In any case, you are
You're despicable.
Despicable? Your ploy was to...
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this
Must I delineate your... First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the Traveler to Caravan Rebat. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the truant General Maham...
Maybe by
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the Traveler, a close associate of Lesser Lord Kusanali. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray the Academia?
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite status as an outlander, the Traveler is still willing to sacrifice for the sake of your plan. If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord Kusanali and ruin our great work. Sneak into the Academia on Niagarbaha Day, should your intent. As for Sino...
Even if you
You misunderstand. However...
You said that I betrayed the...
Do we get to fight now?
Azar. Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule.
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power.
Azar!
Come on, let me get involved.
He has gone completely insane.
This is BS. I could have taken out all of those guards easy. And that stupid guy. Come on, let
Take
me do
him
it.
to the Matra and exile him to Aru village.
Let me do it.
Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
See, this is BS. I could easily have taken out those guards.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
That's the only thing about this game that gives me, like...
You may begin.
Like, it should give you the opportunity to fight.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right. Paimon...
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage of our operation.
What? Why do we want to get him locked up on purpose?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as the greatest obstacle to their successful implementation of their plan. Once the Traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase of our...
I can already see the pompous looks on their faces.
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really worth it.
That isn't the only reason, of course. He has a more important task once he's in... According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness. That way, they can't pry any more information from her. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord Kusanali's...
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay, totally
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. It's a completely enclosed space. I'll work with Ramon's scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as close as you can to Lesser Lord Kusanali and However, as for whether she'll actually wake...
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's the one that Alhaitham modified. Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nick. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal. Here? No signal again. Is it getting jammed? Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure.
Yes, we are. It's a realm of consciousness that's pretty darn dark. But I can't click out of it, and that's very annoying. Ah, there she is. Hiding like a little girl. Give her cake.
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
Oh look, they're actually giving him a voice. How about that? Gotta find a way
When did
through
it
the bear.
first start? Oh, right. It started from... I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying, kept listening to my... kept looking for a way to save Irminsul. So I can catch up to Greater Lord... But I'm stuck in the same... The sages are creating a god, and I'm forced to lock my conscience...
Nahida!
Let me break the barrier.
Nahida!
There you go. Break the barrier, fool. Use some dendro.
It's so quiet here. Now that I think you Archon, have I been doing the right thing? Am I real? How do I... It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions.
Who are you? You're right, though.
It's Greater Lord whatever his face name is.
Nahida!
Adult. Ah, broke your barrier.
Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you. Are you...
I'm fine. It's just when I think of everything that's happened to me.
You should have been angry.
Yeah. Time to rise up.
Huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! When you went to wake up Nahida, Paimon was listening. You were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with... Yep! So that means our next...
Boom, 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 boom.
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a great risk for them.
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up any opportunity to dance, and this one is especially important.
But if any...
Don't worry.
All right.
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
They're gonna come to stop the dance. They're gonna get ants in their pants. Oh look, I get to be nice. How about that? Let's see. Let's go check out more. See what she's got. They moved her at level 90. How conspicuous. Look at those hit points though. How about that? She's using the key. It's a decent weapon. Sunken Songs of the Sand. That's the same weapon that our friend Sino uses. They've got it up at level 90. How about that? HP though. Her artifacts, Noblisk, which has given her a ton of hit points, which is nice. She's all about the HP. Constellations, 3 constellations per usual. Talents, level 8 and level 11. Guess we'll get to see. Right. What am I supposed to do? Okay.
Nilu! How's it going?
Definitely more than usual.
It's okay. Just focus on your performance.
You sure know how to talk.
Well, thank you both. I'll have...
Ooh, that sounds great.
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the Academia.
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh.
I think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry, it'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilu. Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy. Do you want some candy?
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweet.
You have a point.
Yeah, thanks to you.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
Huh. How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Ooh, door reservation resurrection activated. That means I get to do some fighting.
It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by.
It's gonna be a
Does
domain.
this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's great that come to think of it. When did Alhaitham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it! Paimon was too nervous to... Speaking of, didn't Alhaitham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from that mercenary leader and... it's a time-tested trick of his. Why are we complimenting him? Yeah, let's review our plan for this. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they think they have nothing to fear.
How despicable of them to rely on such a person.
But this is also our chance. I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyargarbaha Day.
Are they really going to stop all artistic performances? That's horrible!
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the Akasha on Yagarbaha Day, if someone were to be seen performing in public, the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban, and so the misleading information will be disseminated amongst the guards.
Sure sounds complicated, but it seems like if everything goes well, we'll be able to get rid of all the guards in the academia without any effort. That's pretty clever, getting right into their heads. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out to the guards, how can we be sure that they'll believe it?
People who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significantly reduced. They will view everything the Akasha releases to them as the unequivocal truth.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines. I've seen it happen many times.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still requires a performer, right?
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this, but we can ask her in person.
All right. After the guards and the academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my stowaway brothers to shine. Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the academia.
After laying low in the city for so long, this is...
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop. But outside the academia...
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be...
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time to realize...
all they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought and struggled.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the 6 sages belong to the core of 30. But they're following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the
Indeed. The trap has been set.
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one place. Make sure to attract their attention.
You gave such an important task to that...
It'll be fine. Isak was so determined to help. Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him.
You've got a point.
Good luck.
Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here, you'll pretend to be Lesser Lord Kusa.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Of course I...
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. Even if you only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to the Grand Bazaar.
Okay, got it.
Hey, they're here. I can see the Academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak. Take a deep breath.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do next?
Huh. Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, he didn't check behind the tree. The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Looks like the guard finally left. I need to go.
Hey!
Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad. Where should I...
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar. Assemble and arrest her! Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up and find her!
Still only 4.
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is going... I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What are you planning?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat! So you're not actually Lesser Lord
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. Or a personal... After stepping into our trap, stop thinking of yourselves as...
Let me play.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru City.
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia.
Do I get to play? No.
This is odd. The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha Day ceremonies, but it's much quieter than usual. Where are the guards? Why have I not seen a single one? Guards? Guards!
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies, Grand Sage. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought you knew.
Arrest? Who is there to arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Is that not what the order was?
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean she has disappeared?
Yes. I wouldn't dare make up something like that. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that Lesser Lord Kusanali will take revenge on us.
What happened? Just what is going on? Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? Was it Alhaitham and his party that freed her? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confidential. Besides, Alhaitham and the Traveler are already in our hands. What manner of trickery did they employ? How could Lesser Lord Kusanali disappear into thin air? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guards?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check. Here. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to the city and arrest the escapee immediately. The Akasha indeed contains this information, and it clearly appeared in my mind. How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of message? Was it the report about the Traveler that Alhaitham submitted? No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the Akasha. Could that have been a red herring? Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. The important thing now is to confirm Lesser Lord Kusanali's status. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana to confirm that Lesser Lord Kusanali has indeed escaped?
Confirm? No, I haven't. It may be a bit offensive to say this, but Grand Sage, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. How can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha decrees is fact. That is common knowledge to all of us. If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha ourselves, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves? Wouldn't Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's legacy lose its meaning that way?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha, to believe in the legacy left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Are you trying to use my words against me?
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. Go to... How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. It must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally confirm it. Ah! Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my...
What a comical sight, Azar. Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, even the Grand Sage can no longer see what's right in front of him. You all can only see the world in your mind, the one you think you know. And precisely because of this, you disregarded. She has been a wise and...
Sino. The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia to confront me.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your reliance on the Akasha.
I truly did not expect a proud person like you to cooperate.
People change, Azar. Admit it.
Then tell me, what have you found?
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Suristhana, under your own regulations. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are guilty of insurgency against the Archon.
So what? Did you do all of this so I would plead guilty?
No. I want you to plead guilty. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
How long do we have to wait? Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for a while. Yeah, but aren't you thinking about it? At least when Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the same...
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here. It felt even more tough.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll pass.
What are you afraid of? Oh, are you ticklish?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The guards that stormed the Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been as long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn to blind.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time.
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands. Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, hurry to the sanctuary of Suristhana. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Yay. So I finally get to enter here. That's nice.
Should I say it's nice to meet you? This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness, or when I was in someone else's body. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me, but during this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for you all. Exactly! We're here because you're a good... Thanks. Amazing. So this is how it feels to walk out of that cage with my own... It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. My concept of self has become... But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. It's okay. With you here, there's one more thing. What is it? For all the things the academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their Archon... Ah! Wow! That's the spirit! You're finally... I understand now. To be a better Archon, I first need to better myself. If you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can... Yes, true. That reminds me. I wonder how far along the act... We need to hurry and prevent the birth of that fall. I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now first things first, I need to remove the restrictions that the doctor put on me, after that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be like how it originally was. After all, the Academia betrayed Great. This might take some time. And if we don't stop the god creation...
You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff when we were locked up.
Didn't have to wait very long, did I? Good thing it was more than 30 minutes, otherwise it wouldn't.
How's it going, Nahida? I'm done with the parts that needed my involvement to complete. Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation procedures are easy for me to understand. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's design is truly brilliant. Oh, also, this is for you.
Huh? What's this little floaty thingy?
It's a small device I put together just now. You can think of it as an upgraded Akasha terminal. You may not need it right now, but it should be helpful in certain situations.
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics as Paimon! We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied! When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon because she is...
It's alright, Paimon. It's only a flying device. But you're...
You're so good at cover... Nahida...
By the way, even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself, you may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'm glad I can... So I've located where the
Ah. Time for a little lightning. Go through the passage and reach the Babadir. Okay, great. Oh, is he here? How convenient. Ooh, it's a domain. Why, yes. Let's...
What is this place? Wow. Who would have... The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered. That's true. Judging from the structure here, but this place doesn't look like it could have been constructed. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back.
Yeah! Or else...
Is that it, though? Instead of being... So, we had previously come into one is the other obsession.
Paimon knows that's why he wants...
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. The more we know... Alright, time...
Time to work! Let's begin! Work to put your back into it!
This should be fun.
I will end
It isn't time for a break yet.
We'll go ahead and get started by being prepared. Pop one of these guys. We'll pop one of these guys. And we'll zero.
You can't run!
Not breaking a sweat!
I slipped up.
No slack!
Can't see.
My work.
This isn't good.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. The pattern on the ground seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it. It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
No more words.
You guys are wondering why I sorry. Is what kills his shield. Got that part done.
Pay your dues.
Take it easy. The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
kind of domains I like. Now, is it gonna twist and turn and let me on? Yep. Gotta be careful though, if you take too big of a step on this, it's gonna push you right off.
I'll put you on. Let's move.
By royal decree.
Midnight.
Saw how you have to return both of those. You have to turn both of those at least once.
No more words, trouble. Let's end this quickly. Pardon only. I will end you. Your guess passes it. Killjoy, we only just begun.
Now do you see why ice is so important? And why Rosarium in general is important, especially against the Fatui. So not only does she freeze them, but she also hits them with physical attacks, which is the thing that hurts them the most. So she is great in these kinds of situations. Go ahead and bump her back up. That was interesting. This one like 5 times. There we go. Like our carriage awaits us. Alright, let's go ahead and pop these back up here again, because looks like we're gonna need them.
whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is likely close to completion, or already—
Oh no! What should we do? Paimon can't—
Are you nervous?
If you really want to know...
Yes, I am. I feel not just nervous, but
curious?
Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, everything we learn, and if it's a form of knowledge, however, only fate. So to me, fate is the ultimate knowledge. That's also why I love observing humans and all the things that end now. At long, I will personally experience—
Ah, so that's what you mean. Paimon—
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Go to where the balladeer. Time to get balladeered. I think.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The balladeer has already become a god?
The balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura.
A body that capitalizes on the balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as a constant power. How much effort and resources did from a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed.
You sure are something.
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god, and can you feel it?
Hito wouldn't feel the same things as you.
Do you not realize that you are interrupting?
The strife engraved upon a Gnosis. Your Tevat's current peace was not easily won. All those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the—
Is that so? This is a first. Encountering— No wonder your own people have abandoned you. God of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer. The god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now, come.
I'm coming.
Let us reenact a scene of—
Let us do it.
Perish! Insignificant pest!
You're taking a serious amount of damage.
Churn! my command, you shall fall!
Yeah, Paimon did a good job there helping me out. Second one. Here's where the real fight starts.
Tremble! Burn to oblivion! Kneel!
Since obviously that took too long. I love figuring out these kind of things.
Tremble! Reality? Is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Boor?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me?
Right at the beginning.
You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge, I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Now, all of Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Appreciate it.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Booer.
How about that? I'm a siege.
I am the all-knowing God. Burn to oblivion! Kneel!
Nip that in the bud.
Reality is pain! Burn to oblivion! Good riddance, cruel world. Your new god awakens! Now, your eyes will open. Kneel! reality is pain! Humans. Filthy humans. Please! Anything but the Gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
Bye-bye for you.
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another Gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. This is... That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
Forever cutscene. Oh, do we get to live the last memory? That'll be interesting.
Huh. This sure seems very different from what... Yes, that is our destination. Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about the concept. Your inference seems logical. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled. Then, a second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 5, but I'm afraid it is much more serious this time. So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's... Yes. It's very possible she didn't completely eradicate the way that everyone... I'm just... Did she fight to resist the forbidden? She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to... Yes, but now we can cross the... And then... We'll let each of us need to be even with and... Don't worry.
Now let's see where does this exist on the map. This doesn't exist anywhere on the map. But it's the rest of what we're having to uncover. So, this here.
In the air? And why is there a huge boat? That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason. Its course is the direction our consciousness is Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Mm-hmm. Judging from the current route...
Oh, maybe this unlocks the new land. That'd be nice. The land of the hidden god. That or it's just a big withering.
We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been completely normal for Paimon.
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time, we should be able to meet Greater Lord...
Are you saying you've never met Greater...
No. It seems that my birth and her death... Otherwise, I think she would have given me a little more guidance.
I think you'll
and
find
I
you
could
are
have
the
done a
Greater
better
Lord.
job.
Hey, you've done a great...
Pretty sure you're going to be merging into one.
So, is this the place you were talking about?
Pretty.
The base of Irminsul?
Well, this is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? But the one standing over there is...
Is that... me? She looks exactly like me.
Yo, she looks
Are
exactly
you
like you.
Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But this is just a realm of consciousness. We are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same.
We're of the same nature? Why?
Because you are me, and I am you. You are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. And you are the purest branch snapped from Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches will eventually take root and grow, continuing the tree's life in another form. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. The real me has presumably died a long time ago. Judging from your appearance, I've probably been dead for 500 years. But you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I going to be a great Archon like you someday?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be different. All things have their own fate. When a branch grows into a mature tree, it won't be the same as the original tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, it's also precisely why you won't become... But perhaps you may become an even great... I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you, along with the blessings from your past Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly for the flower to bloom.
Come to think of it, the sages never had the faintest inkling.
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired. It's so nice to speak with you, Greater Lord.
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you, I've also looked...
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me?
Ah, I see. You're here. Everything that day, even the sky itself, changed into a color like this. At that time, the 7 were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had to protect. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, with my consciousness the pain started to torment my mind. By the time I reached had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago?
So what exactly is?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. Even up, the world is constantly rejecting it, leading to all. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul.
So, there's knowledge that even...
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel the forbidden knowledge with which is why I created a device that compiled human wisdom.
It's truly the world's most...
Thank you. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using...
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru, almost all the forbidden... But... things didn't go as smoothly as And then... I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul. From the very beginning, my existence had been...
Oh no, I've experienced that pain in your consciousness.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul as memories and knowledge, and... there's no way for me to eliminate myself. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation in the next, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my
Wait, no.
So you realize what that implied. Irminsul has all the knowledge and memories of this world. Removing me from Irminsul means, but... this...
People love you so much and they've... How can we just... Is there really no other way?
You're the god of wisdom, Booer. You should know that there is no other way.
But this is so...
No need to feel so sad, Booer. As someone who delights in wisdom, you should feel joy at finally... These are the words in their entirety. Let the world completely forget. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch, and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow.
I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness.
I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
choked up.
I'm alright. We've just saved the world, right? So I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to success, and we removed the remaining pollution from Merman Soul.
Yeah, what's wrong?
And this is where I forget to. Oh, the doctor.
Huh? That sound. Traveler!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the
doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. This is the only thing of interest I found among the saints. Don't worry. I know you would never forgive me if I act. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I will—
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already—
I left Sumeru, but I also stayed, and even the God of Wisdom is restricted by the habits of—
You mean there are many—
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions at different ages. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving all my perspectives. Observation is the first step of any experiment, but observing the— So I saved segments of all my ages and made— That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom—
It's an insult to the very Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist.
Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with them.
Since you are in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could very well—
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member ever help the subject in— It was my experiment. So why?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a new god on your hands. Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have—
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and it's— For example, Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat abilities at this time. Besides—
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow.
After all, I'm also a scholar. Naturally, I hope to show proper respect.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute— I understand your scheme, but— What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now and awaken the Heavenly Prince—
Awaken the heaven— Do you think that's really possible?
The Heavenly Principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Teyvat. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the Heavenly Principles? And if so, do you dare to gamble such a—
Gamble? How surprised. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has— Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility.
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this Electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained after defeating one of your fellow— Now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events—
Price? Interesting.
What price would you...
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me, the most threatening opponent of the nation of... Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and enormous amounts of time and effort, requiring me to destroy them all here and... Yes, how very interesting. Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea, what did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me, and that's how you know I've long grown tired of...
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace being as smart as you are. Have you managed to do that?
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then deal.
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relationship between all the versions of you really that bad?
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for a gnosis. Do you think anyone can offer themselves at a higher price? Besides, with my abilities, it's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to say, you're just temporarily ahead. But what I'd like to know is, how can you be sure that I've really erased them?
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so
short-sighted? You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have my revenge!
You'll make this moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here, take it. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha and let curiosity and the thirst for knowledge drive the realm of academics once again. There won't be any further gaps for you to exploit.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Of course, I have another chess piece. And where is your dendron?
Don't be greedy, Harbinger of Snezhnaya.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend to turn off the Akasha anyway, then there's no further use for them. Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver what's desired of the... Oh. Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way. Since you're...
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's... Arrogant as that is, it
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat...
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Irminsul concerning the truth of this... Once I finish telling you about this, it will be with negotiations. We've all gotten what we wanted.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say. Are you awake? Kali says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even Tainari could stop us from going up. Come on, you're awake.
Yep, yep.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please have a taste. I hope you'll like it.
It's nice to have you here so we can eat something yummy.
Well, now that I've recovered from Alizar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5
And Paimon bets they're all delicious.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. So, it's from... We're going to hold a feast as heroes of Sumeru.
Oh, I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. That's amazing. Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident people. Oh, you...
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar.
Oh, before you leave, be sure...
Good morning. How do you feel today?
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well. Thanks for...
Well, from the looks of it, you seem...
It's fine. I'm not that bit. The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Hypatia. For now...
It seems once Irminsul started getting better, everything...
Yes, but there are still some residual... The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear.
By the way, we have some good news.
This news is hardly new.
Huh? You mean he was already here?
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting.
Then you probably already know all about...
Celebration feast?
Huh? But didn't Nilus...
Perhaps, or...
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like you and Kale are both Sino's close friends.
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. You see, some VIPs...
Huh?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training in the Avidya forest, and the people they...
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but he isn't injured. Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were ashamed of their shallow ideologies, and have... When they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also became happy, feeling that the sacred light guiding them on the path of... As a result, work has increased for the forest.
That sounds really
There's nothing we can do, really. But that's another topic. Back to the...
right! We're here...
You've recovered well. You...
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests?
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never...
I was thinking the same thing.
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon!
We got your letters, and here we are!
You're the best. The other...
Huh? Are we the only ones?
Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests. But maybe...
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now, but even if your friends are important figures, Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celebrity after all. You have no idea how happy I am to talk to people with good taste!
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good... Because Paimon thinks everybody...
That's right. We all think Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us, Master Zubair.
Nonsense, but in...
Ooh, good.
There's always a lot going on at the Grand...
Yeah. And Traveler and Paimon, could you help if for some reason they didn't
Yeah, we can also check out how...
As for Sino, I'm not too... As for Junior...
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler.
So they're actually going to make me run around and get people to come watch her performance. This is a little annoying. Where do I go? Inquire about... Oh, in the academia.
We haven't seen Alhaitham anywhere. Let's ask that person... Hey there! Have you seen Alhaitham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Alhaitham has gone to the House of Day. But you're already the second group of people I've...
Oh? Who else was looking?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how... Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about...
No way! Where's...
Ah.
Okay, can we get back to it?
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like...
Just put down that worthless book and tell me what happened in the academia.
This is not just some worthless book. Do you have...
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen.
Oh, you sound surprised.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me.
Well, I almost became a saint.
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craftsman, chances are...
Why do I feel...
What makes you say that? Why would you question my...
Maybe it's because you've never said anything good about me.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you as well as I...
You... See? This is why I hate discussing anything.
It seems that you really... Well, then you might as well move out of my...
Are you threatening me? Stooping to... And don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction?
Don't get me started.
So, what great building did our master...
Like I need to tell you.
No, I think we deserve to know. Where were you when Sumeru...
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, which is truly unfortunate, I can only pity the man who doesn't understand the Hold on, wait a second. What do you mean by when Sumeru...
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the desert, many people...
Ha! And you think...
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his accomplices have...
Huh? What nonsense.
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for funding from the Grand Sage.
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to me.
Oh, it's you two.
We're running some errands for Nilou. Have you received her letter?
Letter?
Nilou said said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a celebration feast in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. Well,
If she addressed the letter to all Hatham of the Academia, then the letter... I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office.
have you always been so busy?
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently, and the whole academia...
Tainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest. Apparently...
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6th grade sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages. To imagine such things could take place in the Academia.
Yeah, you're right. Huh.
Yes, at least that's how they're It's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 great schools. Each represent numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans, attaching themselves to the 6 great schools, have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats. And now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools, and the leaders selected for the schools are this. Among the 6 great sages, there is one central leader. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned for opposing Azar, and were only rescued after.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now?
Yes. Normally, new sages are selected based on a strict
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection in...
Yes, about that. You didn't let me finish my sentence. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage the Academia.
Huh? But... why?
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages. Like I said before.
Oh, all right. So
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the Academia before the new sages take office. And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's application.
By the way, who was that other person just now?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's what...
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the representative for Ksharawar scholars. Which is exactly why he always has so many...
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people of
Such is the work of the Academia Scroll.
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to attend...
Alright, I'll see you...
In a minute. First, I'm going to see about in here. Yes. Look at all these trees here. Nothing? That's BS.
Take it easy.
But it had a go down option when we were already down. Let's see what's below. Maybe a dungeon. That would be interesting. Maybe I can go down and fight what's his face again. Did he show up? No, doesn't look like it. You would think if he was fightable again, there would be a face there, you know? Interesting. So they're allowing us to run around the areas where we were as part of the quest, but there's nothing here of interest. How unfortunate. At least not yet.
Is that Paimon I hear?
Huh?
Oh, it's been a while. How are you doing?
Oh
my God! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire life.
She got out.
I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure they've heard about it.
We were involved.
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for a walk.
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your resignation.
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady. Old habits die hard.
Resignation? You mean you're quitting?
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much. It wouldn't be a problem if you wish to continue to be our bodyguard.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. You should know that by now, my lady. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered. It's time for me to get back out there and chase that horizon.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be a bodyguard anymore?
I want to take a risky job and put my body to the test again.
Huh? But we literally just finished one of the most dangerous jobs ever. Are you getting bored already?
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still a mercenary through and through. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to settle down on this side of the wall.
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still remember that. I thought he was joking.
We just came from talking with Alhaitham at the Academia.
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the academia?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and All Hatham told me that now was a good time to find a job in the academia. But only if I wanted to.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither. But I think Dia would look great dressed up as a scholar.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't last 10 seconds in there. All Hatham probably just liked the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So he suggested I find some work in the academia.
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super, mate.
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. In fact, I chose this job from the very start.
Even if being a mercenary means facing...
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later.
I don't want to see...
I'm glad to hear you. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like once the whole Dendro... But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long...
Huh? Wait a second.
Well, no. Not yet, at least.
So, have you been in Port Ormos this entire time?
Oh, did Nilou write?
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she said...
Huh. It was probably... My lady has been very energetic lately, and keeps taking me on hikes.
Right, and we tend to leave quite...
So what it really sounds like...
I bet the letters at the...
No wonder there was...
Sorry.
It must be something important for Nilou.
Yes! She said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and we'll...
Great!
Oh, count me in, too. But is there some sort of...
Since it's being organized by Nilou, I don't think she'll be too picky about that.
All right, then this is...
The feast will be held in 2 days.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Oh, by the way...
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do. As for Rahman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had... Don't mention it.
All right, I'm...
Go to the Arrow village and see about the diamond. My Sino has a first name. It's I can't do anything without running around all over the place.
Take it easy.
My Sino has a second name. It's I can't do anything without running around all over the place. Oh, I'm all the time. I really pray. But if you ask me why, I'll say because that's the way it is.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village.
Hasn't been that long.
Ah, there's Sino.
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave. So now...
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still...
And Tanari is
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought...
You're welcome. Tainari has excellent medical skills.
But why are you just...
I'm meeting some people.
Oh!
I've already talked with Candace and the village chief. They're still... But you know one of the people I'm meeting...
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble, Anita.
Roman!
Oh, you...
Oh, well,
Don't worry, these are our friends.
I see.
I'm doing well.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life...
Oh, tell us everything.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Alright, well, I suppose I've decided to leave the
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar, but I have not completely given up on my relation.
I get...
what?
I plan to leave the academia and return...
Wow, so...
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people. She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss...
Yes, it's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them. That is the true meaning of education.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. The stars have always guided caravans. Thieves,
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming from?
you deserve these compliments.
Setaria's idea will bring much good to many.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that, as you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were lightning bolts. Setaria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it... Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
Miss.
These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand...
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me, it may have been too light.
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and my plan was able to go...
You're all doing so...
Aside from that, I also have some other business.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her, and part of it required the assist. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert, as an...
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't...
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. We must be persistent about this.
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a... Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert tribes.
Enough about us. Are you here to
No, not at all. We're actually here on... Nilu wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she... A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating... although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been reinstated.
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've...
Tainari was right. He really...
This feast is for you.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from Lord Sino.
No, not really.
Well, I still have a lot to handle.
I'm afraid I won't be able to join the messenger. I'm sorry for how I treated you before, but now I understand the beauty of your dance. It's like a light shining in the sky. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also lively, and please keep dancing. And someday...
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well.
Got it.
Take it easy.
Nothing. That's not allowed.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
still have left here? 6 chests. Looks like we're really close to 56.
Today's the big day!
And it's
Let's go to
basically
the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's
taken
coming
the
along.
entire time. It's taken the entire Sumeru quest series and,
Looks like we're the
and
last ones
opening
to
up
arrive.
everything to go
I'm
from
here.
the beginning of 55 to the end
Ah,
of 55.
there you are.
And not even actually, I was halfway through 55, I think.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work.
But we're not late, are we?
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in.
Nah, there won't be any speeches.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here. Let's share some.
Everything looks.
Wow. Paimon can't.
Is Nilu gonna dance for us again? That seems to be her talent. The only thing she does. Everything feels like a dream.
Whoa.
Oh, is the Dendro God gonna show up?
The food was specially prepared for you by everyone that came said that you saved
Feels kinda nice.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job.
My lady sure has.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something
We owe it to our abilities. And
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us and...
That's how I remember it too.
it's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, moreover, judging from the
Yeah. Everyone, it was almost like a performance. Everyone played their part. And thanks to everyone.
So, would you say we're good actors too?
It's such a blessing that Lesser.
Yes! Even after being abandoned and Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No, everything you said is correct.
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giants of the academia are here, those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her power for the people. If you bite the hand that feeds you...
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali...
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and Izak.
I respect our deity's decision. While we're on this topic...
Yeah, why don't we start calling
why
her
did it...
Lord
Are you trying to say that I'm fit?
instead of Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Not at all.
Why? Because he... But seriously, though.
I did have my own motive. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos...
By that, you mean your life working as the act...
Precisely.
Wait, so that's the only reason why you joined us in case...
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite...
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you? You've already...
That's right.
Will you be happy with that?
It's not about being happy. There are merely a...
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay?
Thank you.
He's such a cynic. Talk to everyone at the feast. Okay.
Ah, there you are, Trap. Well, how is it?
It's great. Thanks for
It's the
inviting
first
me.
time. You see, make sure you live it up tonight.
Yes, we have a message to tell you.
I'm honored to have her think of. I can't explain.
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often have a lot to handle these days.
My lady, the grip.
Yes, I also... What an amazing...
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy, Nilu.
Hey, less of that.
I seldom participate in such lively... No, the Grand Bazaar... That happiness? Oh well.
droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up once. Of course. Just wait here for.
It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, the connection between us is amazing. It's like Flora and the fence. I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events. Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's... Please say thank you to everyone for me. Isn't... But if I just show up all of a sudden, what if I end up scaring them and ruining this... Oh, yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't... Everyone!
Are you awake now? Paimon was just about to bring you the food.
It's me.
Huh? That voice. Nahida?
Hold up. What's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar. Interesting. Is this also a part of the feast?
No, of course not. Are you... Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Hello, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes. I already know every one of you. Nilu, I'll hate them, Sino, Dia, Paimon, and Dunyarzad.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the Traveler's body so that I could thank all of you in person. Thank you so much for rescuing me, even if that meant placing your own safety in peril and taking the risk of becoming enemies with the Academia, the Sages, the Doctor, the Balladeer, and even the entirety of Sumeru. Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only I, but Sumeru and even the entirety of Teyvat would have suffered great misfortune. People refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. It not only explains your identities, but also bears witness to your relationship with me. Please, allow me to present to you my most sincere gratitude.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much for Sumeru, and I didn't even have a chance to do anything for you. You don't have to do this.
Dunyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me. Thank you.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect you.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be. We just did what was necessary and set things back on the right path.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with us.
I'm honored to have been able to take part in this plan. I hoped you liked the dance I dedicated to you.
Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from Master Alright,
The
since
Sage
you're
of
awake
Gluttony.
now, should we go and have a She should be in the academia right about... Nahida! Hello, Traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy, like a candle floating on water. So are we, and that's why we're here to talk with you. Is there anything you want to know? After recent events, the Akasha can... I've given it some thought, but this is definitely not a bad thing. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, and as for the future of Sumeru, in preparing to regain control of the former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be... I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. All the residents of the desert, in fact. I've already taken some measures to address this. It will take some time to rebuild everything, but no matter if it's culture, friendship, or... You mean, what happened after the doctor Not exactly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that of gods. I was no match for him in that kind of situation. However, in spite of the bad situation, I still managed to... I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate. In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I used this point as leverage. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take... And as for what I exchanged for the Gnosis, the exchange served as both punishment for the Doctor, as well as a boon of new knowledge that I couldn't refuse as the... He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective. His future will be determined. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation? As far as I know, that nation operates in a judicial system.
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trials. However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just like as Archon, she still reserves the right to... Anyway, let's just say she's got, Are you sure? Isn't... Huh? About your sister... While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information?
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have in... However, there must be something different about your sister. Because, as it turns out...
What?
There is only one possible explanation. She belongs to this world.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
According to the records I was able to access, your siblings, after the Conria disaster, she began her journey through the but just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly...
What do you mean, Fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating her fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what...
But even that wouldn't explain how she somehow...
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
What's a Descender?
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in return for my... A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. External beings, once traveler. You are Teyvat's 4th Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler? And is...
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly... As for the other Descenders, I still need to verify their...
Paimon's head's about to...
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still... There are many questions in my heart as well. And soon, you'll also begin... I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then...
Paimon's sure glad we got to meet...
The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just... Is there anything you want to... And soon, I'm very... If fate is the...
Paimon's sure...
The pleasure is all... Alright.
started on the next, it's probably going to be a different video, and so I'm going to just go ahead and kill the stream.